Hey guys, it's August 19th, pre-market on the ES, pre-market meaning Asian and European session hours. So US market hasn't opened yet for this Wednesday. What I want to show you real quick, so we had market kind of move up on Monday, a real strong bullish move, did not continue that move, actually ended up selling off, but did not break below the support level and have further downside. However, overnight we did kind of come back up into this resistance zone here, and it did fail, and it failed and actually broke below the support from this day earlier. So my mindset was, we have this low value area here. If it breaks below here, we should show some pretty strong selling, even during the pre-market hours. And so really what you were looking for is a breakdown of this level, because we broke it before, the other day during the active session, came back above it. So if we want to see strength in the market, it should have stayed above it. It did not, came back down, and actually this would have been a nice little short here. Would have been a little bit more risk, but you had the risk all the way up to the 94 level, where it started to break down, and you have this low value area here as reference. And as you can see, when it did break below that low value area, it came back up, retested it right at the bottom of this price right here, and then it went down from there. When it came back up after it broke the support, actually came back down all the way into the bottom of the support, showed a little bit of strength there, at least bounced initial reaction, and came up to this low value area over here, and that would have been another short as well. Just knowing that there's a lot of weakness in the market, it tested support, although there was an initial reaction. There is a lot of sellers in the market, because what we should have seen was, or there's rather lack of buyers in the market, because this thing should have held above this low from the US session, and it did not. So coming back up into this zone, which is also the bottom of this zone here and here, you can see that it came up and immediately shot down after that. So that was another trade right there. And then as it was kind of coming up, because we weren't sure if this thing was going to continue with the further downside, I did wait patiently for a nice deeper retracement. So we did retrace back to this low value area here, which I did not take, and it came back down, and this is when I was trying to look and see what was going on with the market. Actually bounced again, which didn't necessarily mean strength. It just means for me that it was going to retrace a little bit deeper, and it came back up towards that low value area into the zone again, and this is actually where I shorted. Scaled out on the way down here, only about 3 contracts, but my last target was here at the 88 near the lows. It did hit the bottom of this support, and now we're going to kind of see what's going to happen. But just want to show you that there were opportunities here during the pre-market, and just kind of looking at the context and seeing where's weakness and where's strength based on what just happened the other day and prior days. Netted me a quick $450 right here on ES, and that was just trading 3 contracts right there. Now I didn't hold it all the way through, because you never know what's going to happen, so I did kind of scale as we went down, but really my last 2 contracts were here in the support zone, because I knew that if this were to push back down after this retracement, because from zone to zone, so you have this support that turned to resistance down to this support level, broke the support, so showed weakness. So anything that came back up, as you see this, as you'll see, the trend or the moving averages here, we're spreading apart and moving down. So there is a lot of strength to the downside. So if there is a initial retracement into the support now turn resistance, this would be a valid short, which I took, and as you can see, that worked out nicely there. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Even though I don't have, since it's not a US market hours, there's no market internals that's kind of helped guiding me, but I did use the market profile levels, and I did use the context of support and resistance zones to kind of give me a trade in between there. And I could give you countless examples on the ES of that happening, and maybe I can find one real quick for you guys here. find a good one here. Let's go back. It's been pretty volatile actually recently, and these zones have actually kind of changed. Let's just use the other day, maybe that'll work. Okay, so you had that strength, and it did not maintain the highs where it closed. It actually broke below the closing price over here, right? And as you can see, there's confluence on that low value, high value area right there. And once it broke below it, you know, it did kind of come down and then bounce, right? And so you had this zone here that finally broke, and it did break here. So just like initially here where it broke, came back, retested it, and hit the edge of that before pushing back down. Same thing happened here, right? Broke below it, came back up, tested just the edge of that, and then shot down from there. It didn't go all the way down to the bottom of support, but it did do it the second time, which we're seeing again today. But you know, now we're starting. We've established a downtrend, right? Even though we had an uptrend the prior day, now we're establishing an intraday downtrend. Moving averages are spread out, moving down, comes back up and retraces a nice deeper retracement into that resistance, right? And then actually hits these low value areas right here, both of them. That would have been a valid short with a very small stop between like a point and a half, and then a move all the way down here, which was, you know, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, 5.5, 6 points if you would have, depending on where you would have entered, and that actually moved down pretty quickly. So that was a nice trade there. Then you have it bounce again, and then now you have also this resistance area here that it broke for the second time, and that was another valid short here into support, and then you know, kind of chopped up into the U.S. Market. The same thing happening here. You know, broke below support, became resistance, came down to the next support level, came back up into this resistance that basically established itself after it broke down, right? Using this reference point right here, as you can see, it kind of came down, up, and then down and broke. So really this price area right here, which it tested, would have been your resistance after it broke, right? And then also referencing the lows of the other day, right? As also resistance, since it broke below there pretty strongly. So that would have been a short here, and then the short that I took was the deeper retracement after an established downtrend with the moving averages spread out. And as you can see, it's worked out pretty consistently there. So hope you guys were able to pick up something there. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm Joe. This is still pre-market hours, and we were able to profit off of this move. So more trading to be extracted from the market, and I will make another video later today on oil and possibly on gold. Alright, talk to you guys soon.